Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Tasha and I'm back with another video. Now first off, I just want to thank God. I'm very thankful for today and all the blessings that God wants to throw my way. I'm here to share with y'all some hygiene tips that have really and truly helped me on my 35 years here on earth. Sometimes I'm just like, who am I to be teaching you guys about hygiene? Like, I'm still on the learning process, in my learning process. But so far, this is where I've come. And the thing is, growing up, I didn't know much about hygiene, especially in school. When I look back, I'm like, yo, the things that I wish I've learned. You're gonna want to watch the whole video in order to like get a whole grasp of, you know, hygiene. Now I don't want it to be like an overload, like, oh my gosh, I have to do these 10 tips. Let me do step 1, step 2, step 3. No. Throughout this video, you'll see why I'm gonna say that, because it's just something that it will come to you if you really care about it, and you just being here shows that you care about your hygiene. If it's one thing, I could meet somebody and I will never remember what they had on, but I most likely will remember the way that they smell. Like, I'm gonna remember your scent. Even the way I'm dressed right now, I'll get into that as to why I'm looking like this right now. So my first tip would be to take more than 1 shower each day. Now, not everybody's on board with that. Plus, some people, you know, they like to not use as much water. I remember growing up, like, my brother would take the longest showers, and I just remember my dad knocking on the door like, boy, get out the shower, come on, you're running the water too long. And plus he's taking the most hottest shower, so he's like not only wasting the water, but you're running up the heating bill. But you know, budget. So when you have your house, one of the things that parents, or at least my parents, were concerned on, especially to this day, is the water. But if you can, take more than 1 shower, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. That's what I do. And why I say 1 in the morning is because sometimes, especially for me, it does help my mood a lot. Like, if you're a person that just gets stuck in the funk, especially if you work from home, you want to make sure that you take that shower in the morning, because boy, it can just help motivate you to even get ready to start your day, to just be productive. So yeah, take that shower. My second tip would be to double cleanse. Now, when I say double cleanse, I always say this on my channel. If you watch my other YouTube videos, I like to mention that you should, my nose, you guys, it gets really oily. Okay, I like to mention that you should soap up, like use bar soap, and as well use body wash. For my next tip, which is tip number 3, I would highly recommend flossing regularly, especially if your teeth are more closer together. If you are brushing without flossing, I don't know if I said this before, but it's like washing your car on the outside without vacuuming the inside. You do get stuff stuck in between your teeth, and then that will make you actually be more prone, I don't know if that's the word, but you will most likely get cavities in between your teeth, which can travel to the next tooth. So my next tip, which is tip number 4, which really I feel has been a big game changer for me, and that would be to wash your hair regularly. It really depends on your hair. Watch it, pay attention to it. Never had the greatest scalp growing up. There were times where I didn't wash my hair enough. There were times I washed my hair way too much. Now I try to make it go like once a week. I wash my hair. Because my hair needed to be washed, it traveled onto my face. So my face would just have buildup on it. Plus with my eczema, it didn't make it nice, you guys. And that's because my hair, my scalp itself was just like ridiculous. Like I said, I was younger, and it's not that my parents weren't paying attention. I grew up in a middle class household. So, and plus I grew up with brothers. My parents were doing the best that they can. They were making sure that they paid the bills, that they kept a roof over our head, food in our mouths, and did as what they could with what they had. My scalp was just, no, it was just not working out. It affected my face, it affected my confidence. If you do see stuff like that where you're just like, why does my face just have all this buildup, or it just seems musty and stuff, check your hair. Check to see if your scalp is washed and it needs to be cleaned. So okay guys, so now for my next tip. Now these are not in order. I realize I'm going like back and forth, but I was just trying to get my points together. I had them written down because I'm like, I don't want to miss anything. So For my next tip, I don't want to say like this is major, like this was major like the last one, but this was major. This is like probably number 2 to what I just said. So it is, okay, I'm like saying it like it's some big major thing, but it is, which is use lemons in between using deodorants if you notice that your armpits are just driving you wild. Like mine's, okay, even right now, like when I said I'm going to describe why I'm wearing what I'm wearing, is because your girl is sweating. Like I get hot very easily, so if I'm wearing a certain shirt, my armpits are rude. They'll be rude, like they'll be drenched. And sometimes when I wear certain shirts, like I don't even like talking about it, but I'm talking about with you guys because, like, you know, we're family here. I would do these steps, like what I'm telling you that I would do. I would bathe twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and I will scrub a dub, but my armpits would act like I was on a marathon all day long for a week and never showered. Like my arms were just driving me wild. So what I would do is I would cut up lemon slices and I would use them. I'm using them right now. I haven't used deodorant, I would say, I want to say like 2 weeks now, because I was using them a time before when I had a scare of a cyst. And that's kind of contributed to my fear of my underarms, because I had a time where the doctors, like, you know, frightened me. Like, I wouldn't say it's them, but it kind of was, because they weren't checking like they should. Like where I live, I don't really trust the doctors over here that much. I'm honestly say, because I've been through some things. Like I've been through some things, and even with this one, I had to be like, no, I'm not going here. I'm not going to this doctor. I need to go here because I actually need to get this checked. Like I just had a baby and I was scared. Like they're telling me cancer talks and all of this, and I remember even crying on the phone with the guy, and I was like, I'm not having my appointment where you guys want me to have it. Like, you might as well just send me to my death right now, because that's how much I was fearing these doctors. But then it turned out it was like a benign cyst underneath this arm. Or if I was to lift this up to you, this one is shaved less than this one. So sometimes I'll be on my videos and you're like, why is this girl's armpits just not shaved? Your girl had the biggest scare. So sometimes I don't even try to shave too often. I shave when I have to, but not too often, because I'm still scared. Like after they told me that, I'm very cautious about under my arms. So then I started using lemons a lot, and I realized that I didn't need the deodorant as much, and that's when it just happened. I was just trying to stay away from things that I was scared of. But now when I see that my deodorant is not working after a while, because I switch up my deodorants very often, I would just cut up lemon slices and I would use it, and I noticed that I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything, and it just seems more fresh. And also another tip with that, I noticed if I got like very frustrated, or like if I was mad about something and just being all worked up, my armpits would just take a turn for the worse. So I just try to be at peace and stay calm even when I'm upset, and then it doesn't bother under my arms. So I don't know if that's anybody else, but that's me, because I notice when I get worked up, so do my arms. Next tip is, which is tip number 6 if we're keeping track, is to eat between meals, or even like chew gum. I'm not sure how much that will help, but at least try to snack on something. If you're the type of person like me who just make the day go by without eating. And especially, I wanted to say, like, especially if you don't talk much, but also if you talk much, because you don't want to be walking around and your breath just be stankin' or something. If you don't eat throughout the day, especially if you're not talking, your mouth is not building up saliva. And if your mouth is not building up saliva, it can start smelling weird. I usually have something in my bag on handy, like something small, like a pack of crackers or some gum, or even like a candy. I usually do because the kids anyways, but that's only if it lasts, because Royal likes to wear my bag, and because she knows I keep like snacks or candy in there. But yeah, next tip is to spray something on after you shower. You don't want to just shower and just leave it be. It can work, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. You want to spray something all over. I spray all around. I don't even go down, I just be spraying everywhere. I like to overspray. You don't have to overspray. I like to overspray. And it doesn't have to be expensive. If you're on my channel, you know we shop on a budget over here. I have these body sprays that I get from Bath and Body Works when they are on sale. I also get sprays like this. at Marshall's. $16.99, 16, and this is Canadian dollars. Probably in the States it's a little bit cheaper, but I be picking up cheap things for like $16.99, and this stuff smells good. This stuff, like, it doesn't smell like $16.99, I can tell you that. If you're a person that's not into sprays and those type of stuff that I showed you, I also have like these scents that I recently got downtown from House of Moses. They're like family to me. They don't even know I do stuff like this on my channel, I don't think, but when I went down there, they gave me these. They gave these to me and my girls. This one I believe was Royals. This, which one is, I want to show you guys one of them. Pink. Oh, this one is, yeah, this is from House of Moses, and it's pink sugar, but it's not picking up. But this one is pink sugar. So this is only if you're into scents like these. These are body oils, and with these I just put a little bit like here and I rub it, and I also put some behind my ear. But yeah, these, if you're into these, and these are inexpensive. I don't remember how much they are, but I know the price is well. I know the price is well. I don't want to tell you what price they are in case I get it wrong, but I know that they are affordable. I get these at Kensington. Very great place, great vibes. So if you're down there, you can go pick up your body scents like these. Put something nice smelling on for the day, just to last you longer than just showering. Okay, so for my 8th tip, my next tip would be to change your sheets, especially your pillowcases. For example, one thing I do not do. I never did this. I grew up like this, so this is, I don't know, this is just me. In my Jamaican household, is I do not sit on my bed with my outside clothes. Especially if I went so many different places. Like, I'm the type of girl, I go to the library, I'd be sitting on a bench somewhere, I might be in the mall, just sitting on my body everywhere. But then I'm gonna go to my bed and I'm gonna sit on it and I'm gonna put my face on it. No, it's just the way I grew up. I could easily get a pimple on my face from it, and that's just me. I mean, that's my opinion. Just notice, okay, are you breaking out? Maybe you just need to change your pillowcase. My next tip would be to adjust your diet as much as you can. So this would be being hygienic on the inside as well as on the outside. It's important to just give your body as much nutrients as you can. For example, maybe you do a lot of eating out. It might help your body a lot just to have food eating in, like just cooking your own food, incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your diet just to be more healthier. So usually I go on juice cleanses for a few days. I try to carry it on for like a week. So on to my next tip, which is kind of like tip number 9, but kind of not, is to drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water, guys. Drink a lot of water. I'm trying to do better with that, and to help me do better, what I did was I went and I grabbed a new water bottle, something that can help me drink more water. Now, there's not always water in here, but I keep stuff in here to keep me hydrated. What I do is I would at least fill this twice a day, one in the beginning of the day and one in the middle, and I'm aiming for 3. When there's not water in here, what I do to keep hydrated is I would put ice in here, and then I would put some cranberry juice, and I'll put some coconut juice, and I'll put some coconut water, and then I'll pour a bottle of water in here. I'll put as much water as it can fill to the top. Sometimes it's more than that because the coconut water helps me keep hydrated, and the cranberry is just good for you and your bladder and everything in general. And you'll also see it in your urine. Like, if your urine is more on like the yellow side, then most likely you need more water in your diet. You want it to be clear. You want it to be on the more clearer side. And for my 11th tip, it's a bit different, but it matters, is you want to make this a routine. It literally became part of my lifestyle because I remember growing up and just wondering, like, why isn't my face as clear? I remember being so concerned about my hair and the dandruff and the buildup and the eczema. But as I grew up, I started to try to figure out, like, why? What's happening? What can I do to fix it? I don't even remember there being things like YouTube for me to find stuff like this. We had like T.Wire and MSN, stuff like that. So I didn't have that. Plus I was to myself. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope to help somebody. If you want to learn more about your hygiene, guys, and if you guys want me to teach you more, which I know there's more that I could probably tell you, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope this video was helpful to you in any ways. I hope that, you know, my tips helped you out, and share these videos, guys. You never know if you have a friend out there that is going through the same thing. But yeah, until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.